Bappa Moria, Ganapati Bappa Moria. Sukha Karta Dukha Harta Mera Ganapati Bappa Moria. Sukha Karta Dukha Harta Mera Ganapati Bappa Moria. So devotees, we are about to begin with this evening's function, our devotion. But firstly, before we go any further with regards to performance of our Havan, etc., we have to welcome Dad, for today is a special day in his life. As you all should know, today he is celebrating his 80th birthday. So this is a very, very special occasion. I really want to thank each and every one of you for being here this evening. But before we go any further, we would like to all of you to please stand, as Dad is in the car waiting. And while he's coming, we will walk behind him, the children, to welcome him to the puja area. Bole Sri Gajanan Swami Ki Jai. Please be seated, everyone. So first, what we'll do, we'll perform our puja, as we must honor our Pitaji. So we'll perform the children together with the grandchildren. We'll perform puja, and then we'll begin with our Havan for this evening. So now devotees will perform our Havan, and usually we perform Congregational Havan. So we have our young Pandits, my eldest son, young trainee Pundit Sondath Maharaj, who will lead the Havan. And then we have our young Pandit Muni, my youngest son, together with my nephew, young trainee Pandit Avichal, and my niece Abha. For these 4 young trainee Pandits, the grandchildren of my Pitaji, will be conducting the Havan. So remember, we are all asked to join together in the Havan congregationally. So I now pass over to Keshav.
Bole Sri Gajanan Swami Ki Jai. Devotees, we begin with our puja. Take flowers in your hands. Om Hari Om Tat Sat Om Ekadanjaya Vidmahi Vakratundaya Dhimahi Tanno Danti Prachodayat Om Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalani Durga Kshama Shiva Datri Swaha Swadhana Mustute Jai Tvam Devi Chamunde Jai Bhutarti Harani Jai Sarvagate Devi Kalaratri Namustute Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukam Iva Bandhanan Mrityod Mokshyamamritat Om Shantakaram Bhujagashainam Paramanabam Suresham Vishwadaram Gaganasadrisham Megavadnam Shubhangam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanainam Yogi Birdanagamyam Bande Vishnu Bhavaiharam Sarvalokaikanatam Om Ang Jvalit Mukhe Arun Mata Varun Pita Shandil Gotra Pavakanam Agni Devaya Namustute Om Agacha Deva Devesha Tejorasi Jagatpati Kriyamanang Maya Pujan Grihan Surasatama Nana Ratna Samayukta Karitaswad Vibhushatam Asanam Deva Devesha Pricharatam Pratighitam Sri Brahmagni Devta Sri Vishnu Bhagwan Sri Lakshmi Mata Avahanam Samadpayami Stapam Samadpayami Bole Sri Agni Devta Ki Jai Bole Sri Vishnu Bhagwan Sri Lakshmi Mata Ki Jai. Offer the flowers in front of the Arati. Pass water on the fire. Om Sarva Papa Haram Dibyam Gangayam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanam Cha Mayadatam Grihitam Purushottama on the Murti. Om Gange Cha Yamuna Chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalyasmin Sinidim Kuru Shadudak Snanam Sri Vishnu Bhagwan Sri Lakshmi Mata Sri Agni Devta. Flowers. Om Pushpam Samarpayami Sri Vishnu Bhagwan Sri Lakshmi Mata Chandan. Om Chandanam Samarpayami Sri Vishnu Bhagwan Sri Lakshmi Mata on the Agni Sri Agni Devta Chandanam Samarpayami. Somebody come share the chandan. Agarbati. Pass it around. Om Vanaspati Raso Bhuto Gandhadyo Gandha Uttama Agryang Sarvadevanam Dhupoyam Pratigrihitam Dhupam Samarpayami. Essence. Om Gandham Samadpayami Sri Vishnu Bhagwan Sri Lakshmi Mata Sri Brahmagni Devta. Okay. Prasad. So devotees, we are about to offer our prasad. We say Naivedyam Samadpayami. What are we saying? O Vishnu Bhagwan, O Lakshmi Mata, we have brought this offering for you. Please accept our humble offering. Naivedyam Samadpayami. Om Sharkara Kandakadhyani Dahi Shirgratani Cha Aharam Bhaksha Bhojanam Cha Naivedyam Pratighitam Naivedyam Samarpayami Sri Vishnu Bhagwan Shri Lakshmi Mata Naivedyam Samarpayami. Bole Sri Vishnu Bhagwan Shri Lakshmi Mata Ki Jai. Take a little piece, offer it into the fire. Om Gam Ganapatiya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Annapurna Devi Swaha. Om Sri Sarvadevta Sarvadevi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Okay, bow. Offer the flowers in front of the Murti. Okay, pass the Arati around. Om Deepam Samadpayami Sri Vishnu Bhagwan Shri Lakshmi Mata Deepam Samadpayami. Bole Sri Vishnu Bhagwan Shri Lakshmi Mata Ki Jai. Okay, the flowers mala. Om Pushpamala Samadpayami Sri Vishnu Bhagwan Shri Lakshmi Mata. Alright. So devotees, we are about to begin with our Havan. We start with our Gayatri Mantra. We do that 5 times. So concentrate on Gayatri Devi. Om Hari Om Tat Sat Om Bhur Bhaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yonah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhur Bhaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yonah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhur Bhaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yonah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhur Bhaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yonah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhur Bhaswaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yonah Prachodayat Swaha. Take up some more. I will say Swaha, you recite after me. Om Prajapatiye Swaha Idam Prajapatiye Idam Namama. Om Indraye Swaha Idam Indraye Idam Namama. Om Agniye Swaha Idam Agniye Idam Namama. Om Somaya Swaha Idam Somaya Idam Namama. Om Bhu Swaha Idam Agniye Idam Namama. Om Bhua Swaha Idam Vayave Idam Namama. Om Swaha Swaha Idam Suryaye Idam Namama. Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Gauri Mata Swaha. Om Sri Prithvi Mata Swaha. Om Sri Kalsa Devta Swaha. Om Sri Panchlokpal Devta Swaha. Om Namashtandikaya Swaha. Om Sri Mahalakshmi Mata Swaha. Om Krim Kali Mata Swaha. Om Sri Mahasaraswati Mata Swaha. Om Sri Gayatri Devi Swaha. Om Hrim Shashi Devi Swaha. Om Hrim Srim Klim Aim Brindavanyai Swaha. Om Sri Sarva Devi Swaha. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Narayanaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Sita Ramachandraya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Radha Krishnaya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Hanumantaya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Ishta Devta Swaha. Om Sri Gram Devta Swaha. Om Sri Asthan Devta Swaha. Om Sri Vastu Devta Swaha. Om Sri Kul Devta Swaha. Om Sri Taintiskaro Devta Swaha. Om Sri Sarva Devta Sarva Devi Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Anansurupaya Brahmane Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Guruve Namaha Swaha. Take up the neem leaves. You're making a square with it. Om Namah Shandikaya Swaha. Om Sri Mahalakshmi Mata Swaha. Om Krim Kali Mata Swaha. Om Sri Mahasaraswati Mata Swaha. So devotees, we are about to begin with our Mrityujay Jap. By 11 times, we recite that most auspicious Mrityujay mantra. We all join. Om Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Trayambakam Yajamhi Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukam Iva Bandhanan Mrityurmukshya Mamritat. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamhi Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukam Iva Bandhanan Mrityurmukshya Mamritat. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamhi Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukam Iva Bandhanan Mrityurmukshya Mamritat. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Trayambakam Yajamhi Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukam Iva Bandhanan मृत्युर्मुक्ष्य मामृतात् ओम नमः शिवाय स्वाहा ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकम् इव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्ष्य मामृतात् ओम नमः शिवाय स्वाहा ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकम् इव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्ष्य मामृतात् ओम नमः शिवाय स्वाहा ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकम् इव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्ष्य मामृतात् ओम नमः शिवाय स्वाहा ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकम् इव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्ष्य मामृतात् ओम नमः शिवाय स्वाहा ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकम् इव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्ष्य मामृतात् ओम नमः शिवाय स्वाहा ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकम् इव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्ष्य मामृतात् ओम नमः शिवाय स्वाहा ओम त्र्यंबकं यजामहे सुगंधिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकम् इव बन्धनान् मृत्युर्मुक्ष्य मामृतात् ओम नमः शिवाय स्वाहा. Take up the key. 3 times special mantra dedicated to Bhagwan Shankar. Om Mrityu Jai Mahadev Trahimam Sharanagatam Janma Mrityu Jararogai Piditam Karma Bandhanai Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Mrityu Jai Mahadev Trahimam Sharanagatam Janma Mrityu Jararogai Piditam Karma Bandhanai Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Mrityu Jai Mahadev Trahimam Sharanagatam Janma Mrityu Jararogai Piditam Karma Bandhanai Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Take up the samagri. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Narayanaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Sarvadevi Swaha. Right. Take up a flower. Fan the fire towards the baby 5 times. Om Vanaspati Raso Bhuto Gandhadeo Gandha Uttama Agryang Sarvadevanam Dhupayam Pratigahitam Dhupam Samadpayami. Pass water on the fire. Om Sarva Papa Haram Dibyam Gangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Ashvanam Chah Mayadatam Grihatam Purushottama Ashvanam Samadpayami. Everybody hands over the flame. Pass the fire over your entire body 5 times. Sri Brahmagni Devta Sri Panchatattva Shantihi. Bole Sri Agni Devta Ki Jai. Okay, light the diya. Devotees, we are about to begin with our Lakshmi Mata Dhyan. Concentrate on that form of Lakshmi Mata. Take up flowers. Om Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Lakshmi Rupena Samsita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah. Om Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Siddhi Rupena Samsita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah. Om Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Buddhi Rupena Samsita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah. Om Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah. Om Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Shanti Rupena Samsita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah. Om Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Sarva Rupena Samsita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah. Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah. Om Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Bhukti Mukti Pradayini Mantra Murti Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostate. Om Namaste Stu Mahamaye Sri Pite Surapujate Shankar Chakra Gada Haste Mahalakshmi Namostate. Bole Sri Mahalakshmi Mata Ki Jai. Offer the flowers around the parrot.
Bole Sri Gajanan Swami Ki Jai. Sri devotees, the puja having completed, what we are about to do now is perform our welcome, which will be done by my eldest son, Trainee Pundit Sondath Maharaj. So you are waiting him.
Sitaram, everyone. On behalf of my Aja and Guruji and members of the Maharaj family, we welcome you to this special occasion, the 80th birthday satsang/celebration of Pundit Sondath Maharaj. Special welcome to all the Pundits present here this evening. Special welcome to all our invited guests and viewers on my dad's Facebook page, SWAHA Pandit Umadutt Maharaj, and to those viewing on ITV. Without further delay, I now pass over to my Pitaji, Pandit Umadutt Maharaj, who will lead us into this evening's devotion. Sitaram.
Bole Sri Gajanan Swami Ki Jai. So devotees, we have completed our puja, and our program this evening will take various forms. One, as you have seen, we completed our puja, Havan. Secondly, we'll have a short period of devotion, and I'll give my contribution firstly, and afterwards we have presentations that will be made by the children, the grandchildren, and one of the goddaughters of my Pitaji. On all of this, as I mentioned, is in celebration of this milestone, this landmark, as we say, 80 years of existence in this world. So what we'll do at this point in time is perform a simple opening prayer, and the main part of this satsang, this evening's, one of the main parts of this evening is glorification of the divine. So what we'll do in a simple way, we perform bhajan kirtan, and then afterwards a brief discourse, not very long, but what I've chosen I think exemplifies what that represents. So I ask all of you to clasp your hands, close your eyes, focus your attention. And in the minds, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, as you offer prayer. Shri Vigneshwaraye Namaha. Om Sada Bhavani Dahini, He Sanmukha Sri Ganesh, Pancha Deva Raksha Karo, Surya Brahma Vishnu Mahesh, Pancha Devataye Namaha. Om Shanno Mitra Shamvaruna, Shanno Bhavatvaryama, Shanna Indro Brihaspati, Shanno Vishnu Rurukrama, Namo Brahmane Namastivayo, Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi, Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami, Ritam Varishyami, Satyam Varishyami, Tanmam Avatu, Tat Vaktaram Avatu, Avatu Mam, Avadu Vaktaram. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sita Anuja Sameta Prabhu, Neela Jalada Tanusham, Mamahiya Basahu Nirantara, Saguna Rupa Sri Ram. Om Siya Rama Mai Sab Jagajani, Karahu Pranam Jori Jugapani, Rama Nama Mani Deepadhara, Jihade Haridwar, Tulsi Bitar Bahyo, Jocha Hasa Ujyar, Sri Sita Ramachandraye Namaha. Atolita Baladhamam, Swarna Shaila Bhadeham, Dhanujavana Krishanam, Gyani Namagraganyam, Sakala Guna Nidhanam, Vanarana Madhisham, Raghupati Priya Bhaktam, Vatajatam Namami. Om Ramadutaya Vidmahi, Kapirajaya Dhimahi, Tanno Hanuman Prachodayat. Om Hum Phat Swaha. After those moments of silent prayer, let's join in pratna as we glorify the different forms of divinity. जय जय श्री सरस्वती माता,
जय जय श्री सरस्वती माता,
जय जय श्री सरस्वती माता, प्रथम बिनाऊं मैं श्री गणेश को, दूजे सरस्वती माता, तेजा मैं बिनाऊं त्रिनिदेवा को, जो यह सृष्टि चला। तेजा मैं बिनाऊं त्रिनिदेवा को, जो यह सृष्टि चला। बोलो जय जय श्री सरस्वती माता, चौथे मैं बिनाऊं पंच सभी को, ध्यान तुझे हो लगा। हे रामायण की अनुपम करनी, भवसागर पार करा। रामायण की अनुपम करनी, भवसागर पार करा। Everybody, जय जय श्री सरस्वती माता,
जय 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 श्री सरस्वती माता।
पंच में बिनाऊं कृष्ण चंद्र को, भक्ति सब ही सिखलाया। हे वेद पुराण भगवत गीता, से निज पार करा। वेद पुराण भगवत गीता, से निज पार करा। Everybody, जय जय श्री सरस्वती माता,
जय
जय जय श्री सरस्वती माता, जय 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 श्री सरस्वती, जय जय श्री सरस्वती माता,
जय
जय जय श्री सरस्वती माता, जय जय श्री सरस्वती माता. For a few minutes we glorify Bhagwan Shankar. Ma, we join that powerful mantra, that Maha mantra, Sharakshar mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahimam.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahimam.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshamam.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshamam.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahimam.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahimam.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshamam.
Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah
Everybody,
Shivaya,
bolo,
Rakshamam.
chant. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Pahimam. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshamam. Om Namah Shivaya, Pahimam. Om Namah Shivaya, Rakshamam. Om Namah Shivaya, Pahimam. Bole Sri Umabati Mahadev ki Jai. And devotees, before I go into what I've prepared very briefly to mention this evening, which I think exemplifies that, is that one chaupai, one duha from Aranguez, where that great devotee, Sharang Muni, sacrifices that he performed in order to get darshan of that divine, which I think exemplifies as such the life of my Pitaji. But before doing so, as we all accustomed, we have beautiful bhajans that have been given to us that we use on a daily basis to traverse the pathways of life. For these bhajans, we refer to them as the blueprint of life. These bhajans, we refer to them as the path that we should follow. The examples in these bhajans, they are there for all of us to listen to and to apply to our lives on a daily basis. And this specific bhajan, devotees, is one that I know my Pitaji loves very much. One I think that he lives also. And what it says to us, O mind, listen to the celestial melody of the name of that Lord Hari. For without that name, the truth of our path of life cannot be found. Why do you wander around aimlessly in this world, having gotten human form? Bare bhagya, manusha tanupava, highest form of creation. Why do you waste time, your time in idle pursuit? Time is running out, running away from us. Just as night follow day, so too, time is ebbing away, as we see on our lives. Every day that passes by, life becomes shorter and shorter and shorter. And if we waste our time, if we waste the human form, as I always quote this beautiful doha of Uttarakhand, so parita dukapavahi, saradhuni dhuni pachitai, kalahi karma ishwarhi, mithya dush lagai. When we fail to make use of the human form, we blame time, we blame God, we blame karma, mithya dush. That Sri Ram said, bare bhagya, highest form of creation. Don't waste your life in idle pursuit. The human form, very, very rare. Very, very rare. It's a very unique form. Having gotten that form, we seek the feet of the divine. Hari charananame bhajanetaratya. Hari charananame bhajanetaratya. That in this world, we should spend our time at the feet of the divine. So this bhajan, devotees, one that I know my Pitaji loves very much. And wherever he goes, he sings his bhajan. I know that he sings it because of the meaning of the bhajan. So we use his bhajan as an offering, as a foundation. And then I will look at that one chaupai, one duha, that will tell us about this great individual, Sharang Muni. And as I mentioned, when I look at Sharang Muni and I look at my father, I see that correlation here. But let us listen to the beautiful piece of advice given to our sages. Hari ka bhajan kar le mere matiya, bhajan bina na mile sho bhagatiya, bhajan bina na mile sho bhagatiya. हरि का भजन कर ले मेरे मतिया भजन बिना ना मिले शुभ गतिया क्या विषयों में फिरता बुलाने क्या विषयों में हो क्या विषयों में फिरता बुलाने अंत काल सब नरक निशानी अंत काल सब नरक निशानी जीवत बीत काल दिन रतिया हरि का भजन कर ले मेरी मतिया भजन बिना ना मिले शुभ गतिया जग दुर्लभ मानुष तन पाया जग दुर्लभ मानुष तन पाया हरि का भजन बिना काम न आया हरि का भजन बिना काम न आया जिमने सफल दी पक बिन बतिया हरि का भजन कर ले मेरी मतिया भजन बिना ना मिले शुभ गतिया प्रीतम है ओ प्रीतम है तेरे तन अंदर प्रीतम है तेरे तन अंदर त्यागो जे बना पर्वत अंदर त्यागो जे बना पर्वत अंदर उलत देख घत माही सुरतिया हरि का भजन कर ले मेरी मतिया भजन बिना ना मिले शुभ गतिया ब्रह्मानंद ओ ब्रह्मानंद हे ब्रह्मानंद बचन हितकारी ब्रह्मानंद बचन हितकारी छोर जगत की झूठियारी छोर जगत की झूठियारी हरि चरणन में भजने तरतिया हरि का भजन कर ले मेरे मतिया भजन बिना ना मिले शुभ गतिया भजन बिना ना मिले शुभ गतिया भजन बिना ना मिले शुभ गतिया Sri Bhuti Sapun Kasum that advice Harika Bhajan, to chant that name, that sweet melodious name of that Lord. Why do you go wandering all over in the forests and the mountains? Ulta deka ghata mahi suratya. Go within your own selves and there you'll find the divine. There you will find the divine. So let us all use the God-given gift of the voice as we chant the name of the divine. Put your voices together. Focus upon the divine master as we chant his most beautiful name, the most powerful name of the divine. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody,
Hare Rama,
bolo.
Rama Rama, Hare
Chant the name.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Everybody,
Krishna
bolo,
Krishna,
chant,
Hare
join.
Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Bole Sri Krishna Chandra ki jai. Sri Bhuti has mentioned that my contribution this evening will be in the form of one chaupai and one duha taken from Aranyakan. And this specific katha, we're not going to all the details of the katha, but this katha deals with a very, very great devotee of our Lord and Master Prabhu Sri Ram, one who went by the name of Sharang Muni. And just to put it in a nutshell, from a very young age, he was advised by his guru to go into that forest, perform sacrifices, a katin tapasya, and by performance of such sacrifice, you are going to get direction of the divine. You are going to get direction of the divine. So devotees, the advice was taken by Sharang Muni, and he went into that forest. Just like Sevari Mata, so too Sharang Muni and so many others devotees. All of them, sacrifices they made in the name of the divine. And as I mentioned, what I'm about to say now, in my opinion, correlates exactly to the life of my Pitaji. The life of my Pitaji. So here, Sharang Muni, from this point, take it that he's in the forest. He was about to give up his life, and he heard that the Lord has come to his direction. And he went held back that life as such in his body, waiting for the grace of the divine, the direction. And in all of his years, what he will do, he'll be glorifying the divine. For a minute, let us all join. नाम करो श्री राम, जय राम राम राम, राम राम राम, श्री राम राम राम. नाम करो श्री राम, जय राम राम राम,
Sri Ram Ram Ram, Sri Ram Ram Ram.
रघुकुल भूषण राम, जानकी जीवन राम. रघुकुल भूषण राम, जानकी जीवन राम, जानकी जीवन राम. Everybody, नाम करो श्री राम, जय राम राम राम,
Sri
राम राम राम, श्री राम दशरथ नंदन राम कौशल्या तनया राम दशरथ नंदन राम कौशल्या तनया राम कौशल्या तनया राम बोलो नाम करो श्री राम जय राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम 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 श्री राम राम राम. Srimati Sharang Muni is in that forest. He is performing sacrifices. He heard that that Lord has come in his direction. And in due course, the Lord came in his direction to give him direction. After seeing that Lord, and all the beautiful chaupas are there, there's one chaupai, as you mentioned, where he spoke to our Lord and Master, and what he wanted, what he had, and what he wanted. Let us listen as we begin from this point with this one chaupai. योग यज्ञ जप तप व्रत कीन्हा प्रभु कह देहि भक्ति वर लीन्हा. एहि विधि सर रामा एहि विधि सर रचि मुनि शर भंगा वैते हृदय चारि सब संगा. Everybody, जय रामा श्री रामा जय रामा श्री रामा जय जय रामा श्री राम जय जय राम राम जय सीता रामा. So devotee, the first line which Chaupai tells us, Yoga Yaga Japa Tapa Vrata Kinha, Prabhu Kayu Dehi Bhakti Varalina. And this is the main part I would like to deal with. When I look at this Chaupai, I look at the life of Dad. I see there's a correlation. Now, as I mentioned, Sharang Muni did a lot of sacrifices. Katin tapasya, as you mentioned, intense sacrifices in the forest, waiting on the arrival of that Lord. Well, we'll say in the beginning, hoping for direction, because nobody knows, but expecting in his mind to get direction of that Lord. Now, yoga, he performed yoga. What is yoga? Union with that divine. And whatever I say, I'll correlate with Daddy, but this will be my contribution for this evening. I could remember long time when we were very young, before we got married, etc., when all of us living at Dad's home, he'll go into the temple and he will sit there for hours. Maybe, we won't say hours literally, but a long while. And when you look at him, you will see like he's going within himself. He's sitting there, his meditation, sitting with a upright spine, as we say. Upright spine, eyes closed, focusing. In meditation, we say yoga, performance of yoga. Then yajna. In his life, he did yajnas. I can remember very small also, home by our home. We did yajnas. I do not know how much, but I remember yajnas. So he did yajna. Right? Yoga, yajna. Jap. Definitely jap. I can remember clearly again when we were younger, when he goes into that temple, he had that mala and he will sit there and he will be performing mantra jap. Mantra jap, or what Sri Ram said in that Katha, SWAHA Bhakti. Mantra jap mam dir bisavasa. Mantra jap, a very, very important part, chanting the name of that divine. Tap, sacrifices, so many other sacrifices you'd make. And I would, in my mind, the greatest sacrifice that he made is self-sacrifice. Self-sacrifice. For you can see in front of you a beautiful picture of my Mataji, my mother. For over 30-something years now, she had departed the mortal coil. And since then to now, his life was a life of sacrifice. It's not like he didn't have the opportunity to do other things, you know. But he took that vow upon himself to make that sacrifice. To make that sacrifice for himself and for all of us. For he didn't neglect us in any way whatsoever. No neglect, no matter what. And I'm making a statement. It's like he didn't get opportunities, but he never took them. Getting opportunity and not taking it to do the front thing. It's not like he never had opportunities, but he never took the opportunities. Why? Because he decided to live a life of sacrifice. Over 35 years. Living a life without a companion. All for the sake of, I would say, for his children. Because remember he's saying that he doesn't want anybody to come between his family. So this top, as you mentioned here. Now top could be spiritual, but you look at the life that he has. So in his life, he would perform yoga. In his life, he would perform yajna. In his life, he would perform jap. In his life, he would perform tap, sacrifices. And then this part here, I can say that for a fact. Because why? Every Thursday, he is here in the service, or almost every Thursday. He is here sitting. And he listened to the discourses, etc. And up to recently, he made a statement. He made a statement that impacted on my mind very, very heavily. That they said everything that he performed in his life, everything that he did so far in his life, especially now, this age that he's in, at 80, and we have 4 stages of life: Brahmacharya, Grihasti, Vamprasa, and Sannyas. Sannyas 75 and above. So in this age of Sannyas, all that he wants, and maybe some of you remember, I don't know if he remember that he said it, but he said it. What he mentioned is that all that he wants at this point in time is Bhakti Vadalina. Bhakti, devotion to the feet of that divine. Nothing else. Because he made his statement, he have everything else. He have everything materially. He has everything financially. He has everything. But all he wants at this point in time, and he mentioned it in this way, at this age in my life, what else do I need? What else do I want? And he said there's one thing that he wants. He made this very, very clear while speaking. One thing that I want devotion to the feet of the divine. Bando Charana Kamala Raghunandan. Bando Charana Kamala Raghunandan. I want to be devoted to the feet of the divine. So here, devotees, this one chaupai, in my opinion, really exemplifies the life of Dad. That he went through a lot of sacrifices from a very, very young age. My mother departed at the age of 41. How old he was? He was 45 at that point in time. 41 and 45, lost his companion. And from 45 to now, at the age of 80, sacrifices every day of his life. Every day of his life, sacrifice will be made. So, as I wrap up my part here, this is what I really think about Dad. From a spiritual point of view, a man that doesn't need anything at this point in time, materially, doesn't need anything financially, but he made that point that he needs one thing, spiritually, Bhakti Vadalina. Bhakti, unalloyed devotion to the feet of the divine. A devotion to the feet of the divine without parts, as we say. No contamination, unalloyed, no parts. Nothing should be there. This is what he requests at this point in time. So this is why I say, at this age that he has of 80 years, celebrating his 80th birthday, all well and good, this is a milestone. Something that is, I would say rare. Very, very rare. You have to have good karmas, Shubha karmas. And we always mention Sanchit and Prarabh. This is Prarabh karma. Prarabh karma. Whatever you have done in the past, whatever sacrifice you have made in the past, planted that seed, it is bearing fruits at this point in time. And I'm telling you, he is my example. He is my example in every way. And as I get older, I would like to be like him. I want to be like him. Living at this old age, old not in a negative way, but the age of maturity, as we say, the age, that at this point in time, all that matters to him is his devotion. All that matters to him is his communication with the divine in this stage of sannyas. So this evening, as I proceed to conclude with my part here, I pray that that divine force, Bhagwan Shankar, show his blessing upon my Pitaji as he continues his life journey. And all those who are around us, ourselves, my brothers, myself, my nephews, my in-laws, my Dharampatni, all of us, all we can really pray is that his blessings be upon us. His blessings be upon us. Now we continue, I will say we continue, we hope that we are saput and not kaput. What is saput? Good child. Kaput, bad child. Saput, a good child. Your father build 100, you build 1,000. And they have kaput, bad child. Your father break down 100, you break down 1,000,000. Negativity all sides. And I hope that the life that we live, ourselves, our children, our entire family, let's put it that way, extended family, is that sacrifice that we make in life, all is with him in mind. With him in mind. And I always remember the words of the Shankaracharya. I always remember those words. That he said, that if you go some way, I should do something negative. They're not going to call your name, they're going to call your parents' name. So if you see, we should do something wrong, they're not going to call my name, or Jaya name, or Agni or Keshav name. This is, look, Pundit Sondath's son. Watch Bina's son. Playing Pundit all over the place, what his own children doing. And it goes on the line like that. So all we can say is that, Dad, we hope and pray that whatever we do, I know sometimes things that, as inexperienced individuals, as ignorant individuals, sometimes we tend to get a little vexed, upset, etc. But all that is part of our fault, not your fault. It's our fault. It's our shortfall, not your shortfall. Sometimes I know for a fact that we do things to really please you. We do things to really make you happy. But as I say, all that is part of maybe all negative karmas. Negative karmas. All we can do is really pray that whatever we do in life is that we do it to make you happy. For this is what we live for. We live for that. Our mother departed in mortal coil over 33 years ago, left us in your hands. And from then to now, what you have done is, in my opinion, second to none. Second to none. Nothing to be compared to that. The sacrifice you have made. I don't even know if we can ever make such sacrifices. I don't even know if we can make such. But all we do is that we ask that the divine to continue to bless you, to continue to guide you, to continue to protect you. And may you remain with us for a long while. A long, long while. In health and strength. In all, prosperity. In all happiness, etc. And we look forward to spending many, many more years together with you. For whatever you can tell us, whatever you can, advise us, whatever way you communicate with us, you cannot get that in any book or in any school. You cannot get that. That is through your personal experience. And I'm telling you because I mentioned he's here on a Thursday. Every Thursday he's sitting here. And every Thursday he gives us his experiences, which in my opinion, you don't get that in school and you don't get that in a book. You get that from, lack of a better term, straight from the horse's mouth, as we say. Those who have passed through the pathway, advice, etc. So that all we can say is that happy birthday to you, and we pray that that divine force can bless you and guide you as you go through the course of life. And what I will do, I'll offer Pratna, one of your prayer to that divine, Lord Bhagwan Shankar, seeking his blessings upon you. May he protect you, may he guide you as you go through the course of life, and then we'll proceed from there. So I want everyone to focus for a few moments on Bhagwan Shankar. Om Namah Shivaya. For this bhajan is one of Dad's bhajan, one that he loves very much, also one that I know that he sings very regularly, and the meaning of the bhajan is what appeals to him. Om Hari 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 Haratu Maharadama Pyar Bhakto ke hitkar Hare Om Hare Om Hare Om Shiva Om Hari 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 Haratu Maharadama Pyar Bhakto ke hitkar O Hare Om Hare Om Hare Om Shiva Om
Hare Om Hare Om Hare Om Shiva Om
ओ कैलाशपति भगवान
कैलाशपति भगवान
ओ कैलाशपति भगवान
कैलाशपति भगवान
नीलकंठ पर तेरो नाम हर तुम हरदम प्यार भक्तों के हितकार
हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम शिवा ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम शिवा ओम
ओम हरि हरि हरे हर तुम हरदम प्यार भक्तों के हितकार हो तेरो जटा में गंगा विराजे
तेरो जटा में गंगा विराजे
हो तेरो जटा में गंगा विराजे
तेरो जटा में गंगा विराजे
तेरो गले में रुद्र की मार हर तुम हरदम प्यार भक्तों के हितकार ओ हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम
शिवा ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम शिवा ओम
ओम हरि हरि हरे हर तुम हरदम प्यार भक्तों के हितकार हो तेरो आसन है परमा भगवान
तेरो आसन है परमा भगवान
हो तेरो आसन है परमा भगवान
तेरो आसन है परमा भगवान
तू ही है सर्वशक्तिमान तू ही है सर्वशक्तिमान हर तुम हरदम प्यार भक्तों के हितकार Everybody हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम शिवा ओम
हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम शिवा ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम शिवा ओम हरि ओम
हरि ओम शिवा ओम हरि ओम शिवा ओम हरि ओम शिवा ओम हरि ओम शिवा ओम हरि ओम शिवा ओम शिवा ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम शिवा 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 ओम शिवा ओम हरि ओम हरि ओम शिवा ओम शिवा Om. Everybody. Om Karpura Gauram Karunavataram Sansara Saram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayarvinde Bhavam Bhavami Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavami Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavami Sahitam Namami. Together. Om Hara 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 Mahadev. Om Hara 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 Mahadev. Chant. Om Hara 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 Mahadev. Om Hara 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 Mahadev. Bole Umadutt Mahadev ki jai. Mrityunjay Bhagavan ki jai. Sri Devotee, this is my prayer. I know I cannot pray for my father, Pitaji, but all I can do is ask the divine force, Bhagavan Shankar, to bless him, to guide him. He has reached 80 years today and continuing. And we hope and pray that through the grace of the divine, may he remain with us for many, many more years to come in health and strength, etc. But this is all we can do. His Agya divine force, Jagat Pita, show his blessings upon our Pitaji as he continue with his life journey. Bole Sri Sitaramachandra ki jai. This brings an end of my part. And now, what we'll do at this point in time, there are few presentations that will be made by the children, the grandchildren, and we have my uncle, Pandit Prakash, the chairman of the Mandal, and also my god sister, Sushila Ramdas. For these individuals will make their presentation. They have already been, informed as such, so they're prepared to make these presentations. So firstly, what we'll do, we'll start with Pandit Young Trainee Pandit, my eldest son, Pandit Keshav Maharaj, who will make his presentation, towards his Pitaji. Oh, sorry, here's Aja and Guruji.
Sitaram, everyone. First of all, I would like to say how incredibly grateful I am to be born into a family like this, and especially to have Aja as my Aja and my Guruji. It dawned on me today that Aja is actually 80 years of age. Just the other day, I can remember him outside here feeding us doubles every Saturday morning. Again, I were really young, and Aja will either sit down on the step here or pull a chair there, and he'll sit down and we'll be miserable, we'll be running about. He'll be like, "Hey, Shav, come here, I need the doubles. Agni, come here, I need the doubles, I have to go." So, all those little things were dawning on me today. And I have to admit, I didn't prepare anything, because to me, standing here and reading something off a paper or reading something off my phone, it didn't feel right. What I want to say to you, Aja, I want to say it from my heart. And whatever comes to my mind today is how I truly feel about you. So, I would like to let you all in something. I love video games a lot. And Aja was the one who introduced me to video games. Yeah, believe it or not, Aja here, this 80-year-old gentleman, he introduced me to video games. When I was really young, I could vividly remember this. Aja was in the back room at that time, his room, and I think he just got back from vacation. And I vividly remember all of us, he was sitting on the bed, and all of us were gathered around him, excited to see what Aja brought back for us, And he handed mommy a box. Well, I was young, I didn't know what that was. But little did I know, at that time, the DS Lite, the Nintendo DS Lite came out, and Aja got in it for Agni and I. Is a cobalt blue Nintendo DS Lite. If you all know, you all know. A cobalt blue Nintendo DS Lite, and he brought that for us. And growing up playing it, I didn't think much, this and that, but it sparked something in me. It sparked a lifelong addiction, a lifelong hobby to video games. And he bought me that DS Lite. He bought me the Nintendo 3DS XL, introduced me to Super Mario Brothers. I'm not sure if he remembers that. But Aja introduced me to a lot of things, and I'm not sure who I would be today without Aja. Aja has played an integral part in my life, shaping it into what it is today. I am eternally grateful for what you've done for Agni and I, and especially the family, Aja. sometimes when you call, I don't answer and such, out of my own ignorance, I miss the calls and such. But Aja, I really do love you, and from the bottom of my heart, my toes, my head, my entire body, I really do love you, and words can't express, words will not do justice to the amount of love I have for Aja, the amount of love, the respect, the kind of consideration I have for Aja. Nothing in this world will ever bring justice to what I have for him. I cannot give you anything materially, and I doubt you want anything materially. What I can do for you is promise you I will become the best version of myself. I will try to live the life that you have carved for us. I will try to live life by what the scripture says. But I can't give you anything, but this is what I could give you. I could promise you this. I could promise you that I'll continue on this life that I have going on. I'm not sure what the future holds for me, but I can do my best to live the life you have carved for us. This brings me to the end of this presentation. It's a short presentation, yes, but words cannot express the kind of love and consideration I have for my Aja. Bole Sri Sitaram Chandra ki Jai.
Thank you very much, Changchuni Pandit Keshav. I think these are a round of applause. Thank you very much. And now we move on to our second person, his second grandchild. Well, interestingly, that is young Chuni Pandit Agnishwar Maharaj. So we move on to Agni, who will make his presentation.
Sitaram, everyone. Today, we gather to celebrate a truly remarkable milestone, the 80th birthday of my Guru and Aja. It's not every day we get a chance to honor someone who has not only lived 8 incredible decades, but also fill us with love, wisdom, and unforgettable memories. Aja, you have been the anchor of this family, the person we turn to for advice, comfort, and sometimes just a good laugh. Your stories, whether about life's lessons, your adventures, or simply moments from the past, have a way of reminding us of what truly matters. Over the years, you've shown us the meaning of resilience and kindness. Through challenges, you've remained steady, and in moments of joy, your laughter has been contagious. You've taught us the importance of family, hard work, and staying true to our values. As we celebrate you today, Aja, we also celebrate the legacy that you and Aji, the late Binmati Maharaj, had built, a family united by love and strength, inspired by both of your examples. You've touched each and our lives in a unique way, and we are so grateful to have you as our guiding light. 80 years is a testament to a life well lived, and yet we still have many more stories. You have many more stories to share with us. Having you as my Guru and Aja, I look forward to many more stories, guidance, laughter-filled greetings, and lessons from you in the years to come. So let's appreciate this moment with Aja, a man who made it to 80, which is not just graceful, but inspiring. Let's honor your health and happiness and wonderful moments yet to come. Happy birthday, Aja. We love you dearly. Sitaram.
Thank you very much, young Shrini Pandit Agnishwar Maharaj. Now I move on to the other grandchild of my Pitaji, another young Shrini Pandit in our organization, Pandit Avichal Maharaj, who will make his contribution, and he is the son of Pandit Sondath Maharaj.
Sitaram, everybody. My name is Avichal Maharaj, and today we celebrate my Aja's 80th birthday. Aja is a very special person to me and to a lot of people, and always available when people need help or just want to talk to him. He gives good advice to many people, including me, and sometimes just tells stories about his past. Aja is a hard-working person, owning a puja store, but the hardest job is to take care of my sister and I. Whenever we come back from school, we mostly get dropped off by my Aja since my parents are stuck in traffic. But when we are there, Aja makes sure that we are comfortable by bringing us bread and butter, my favorite, and make sure we stay comfortable until my parents arrive. And that is one of the many things he does for us. Whenever we come to stay the night by him, he makes sure that the bed is neat for us, he gets new blankets for us, and makes sure that we are comfortable. Most of the time we stay up late playing the fool. I remember when I was younger how much trouble I used to make, but I just still found a way to keep calm and to calm me down from the amount of trouble I used to make. Whenever I came back from school when I was younger, I used to take a shower, and after, Aj used to give me a long and relaxing massage, and I used to sit on the couch to watch TV while he brought me bread and butter or a peanut butter sandwich. When I go to school, I call Aja on a daily basis. Talking to Aja is like drinking coffee, since we all know when we drink coffee, you get a burst of energy to start off your day. So when I talk to Aja, he gives me encouragement to go to school even though I detest school with my whole life. So Aja has done a lot for me, but he still loves me even though I barely do stuff for him. So I know Aja loves me, but I love him even more for the many things he has done for me, my sister, a lot of people, and his family. So happy birthday, Aja and Sitaram.
Thank you very much, young Shrini Pandit Avichal Maharaj. And now we move on to a very special person, my little niece in Trinidad. They have a niece in Florida, and this is my little niece in Trinidad, the granddaughter of Aja and one of his eyeballs, as you would say. In Trinidad, she is his eyeball, and when she go to Florida, the other one is his eyeball. But here, Abha. So now I ask Abha to make a contribution. I'll take a do it for her. She's a bit shy, so her daddy, Pundit Sondath, will do it on her behalf.
Okay, so this is on behalf of Abha. So she starts by saying, Sitaram, I'm going to say a poem about my Aja. Aja, you are like a favorite friend, and our giggles never seem to end. You call me Mama, an old lady, but I know you just being silly daily. You make me meals with so much care, and play with me no one else can compare. Your hugs are warm, your kisses sweet. With you my heart feels so complete. Aja, you the best there could be. I love you and you love me. Thank you for all the fun we share. My Aja, I'll always care. Sitaram.
Thank you very much. And now we move on to another person, one of our senior pundits of our organization, Pandit Prakash, who is the chairman of the Mandal. And I ask him to make a contribution on behalf of SWAHA. And also, I think very young age of his life, he spent a lot of time at the home of my parents, I think when he was in UV. So he has a good relationship with Dad, and also, well, you know, my mother who is no longer here. So I now ask Pandit Prakash to make his contribution.
The man of the moment, Bhanoi, Pundit Umadutt, distinguished pundits, members of the family, Sitaram. It's wonderful to be here to celebrate this wonderful occasion of the 960th full moon of my Bhanoi, Pundit Sondath Ji. There's an old saying in Hinduism that we ought to live to 1,008 full moons. That's 84 years. So on behalf of everybody here, on behalf of my wife Marga, my brothers, Manidev, Gandev, all the family here, we say, happy birthday to you. May you live many, many more years. I know your father lived to 94, I believe. So we hope you can break that also. Past 84, past 94, 97, he said, well, make the 100. So happy birthday to you. You know, when my father was looking for a suitable dulahan, dulaha, for his only daughter, she was to be the dulahan, he would go out on the evenings, and those of you who know the place, he would come and sit in the hammock under the house. And many times he went out, he would come back looking depressed and tired. He couldn't find what he thought would be a suitable match for his only daughter, his dear daughter. And I remember one day he came back, and being small, I used to hang around when they were talking. He said to my mother, you know, the person I saw this evening, referring to Pundit Sondath, is a very good guy. And I think we should get her married to him. So said, so done. So that's how, you know, Pundit Sondath met the expectations of my father. Now, I was very close to my sister, as Pandit Umadutt alluded, and I'm sure on many occasions I intruded upon your privacy. But I would be at the house regularly, you know, that's how, but we had a good relationship. And I tell you this, the best tomatoes choke I've ever eaten has been made by Pundit Sondath. That was one of his specialities. As God would have, they say Hari Ki Kripa, when my sister passed, he demonstrated great character. You recall from the Ramayana when Sita Mata left? What did Prabhu Shri Ram do? Kept her alive, kept her memory alive, and love and Kush his children. And Pundit Sondath is a man of exceptional character. He lived that life, faithful to his wife for all his life. That is something that very few people can do. So, you know, this is something the family is grateful for, we are appreciative of. And this is something, like I said, makes you not golden, not diamond, but platinum person. There's a few other quick things, you know. We had a cricket team, my father used to play, and they should call it Pandit cricket team, most Pandits were in the cricket. And Pundit Sondath was in the team also. Now he was the tallest guy. Eh? I mean, he's as tall as me, and I'm standing, and he's sitting. I remember we were playing in the savannah there, and the fellas outside muttering, "Who's that tall guy there? He must be the fast bowler." So without him bowling a ball, you know, people recognize his potential. But I want to say that indeed, I can speak on behalf of my parents, I feel, both mother and father, that they are very happy with the choice. They are happy with the life you have lived. And they're happy with the example you're setting, not into society, but through your children and grandchildren, the lives they're living. Indeed, you are blessed, and this is something we are grateful for. And I will end by talking a bit of SWAHA. When we started, you know, before, as a precursor to SWAHA, we had the Ramayana group. My father would sing Pandit Hari, Pandit Balaram. All right, I used to play Shak Shak, in those days, not tabla. And Pandit Sondath used to be with us. And he would always sing the song, Jinake Hriday, Shri Rama Base. You know, I feel better than Mukesh, eh? But you know, that's a song he really sang. He had a wonderful voice. For years, like I say, the formative years of SWAHA, he was part of it as a Pandit. He's still part of it. I know now not as active as we would like him to be, but we understand that life, how life is, was the children has made up for it in being active, etc. So in closing, Panditji, Bahanoji, you know, happy birthday. May Bhagwan bless you. Right? May you keep good health. And you have remained, you find you look just like Devananda up till now? A handsome man. So again, happy birthday.
Thank you very much, Pandit Prakash, our chairman of our Dharma Mandal of SWAHA. And what he said is on behalf of all Pandits of SWAHA and also on behalf of the organization and family. Now, I pass over, ask our other speaker, which is my god sister, Sushila. For I think she has been his goddaughter for a little while now, and she knows him very well. So I have asked her to make a contribution on behalf of all the godchildren of our Pitaji, Pundit Sondath. So I ask Sushila to come and make a contribution at this point in time.
all protocols observed. Sitaram, everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank God for his many blessings showered upon each and every one of us, making it possible for us to join with the Maharaj family today in celebrating the 80th birthday of Guruji Pundit Sondath Maharaj. This evening, I bring heartfelt and warm birthday greetings to Guruji on behalf of all his godchildren from near and far and all across the globe. A man looked up to and revered by us, his godchildren. He is always willing to lend an ear and give meaningful advice when needed. He shows genuine concern for people, and it is no secret that because he is described as approachable, devotees gravitate towards him and feel comfortable to seek his advice in matters of a religious nature and otherwise. As evidenced by his interactions with his grandchildren and all children in general, it is clear to see that he has a special place in his heart for them, and vice versa. It is written that the role of a guru is to guide and inspire his students on their path to spiritual growth and enlightenment. Through Guruji's vast knowledge of the Holy Scriptures, his calm demeanor and gentleness in how he interacts with people, his humility, and most of all, leading by example, there is no doubt that he has been able to excel in that role. I am certain that all of us, your godchildren, will agree that having you as our guru is indeed a blessing, and as a result, our lives are more enriched. Guruji, it is very comforting to know that you, as we will say in local parlance, have our back. In times of distress, just by you uttering the words, "Don't worry, everything will be fine," gives a great deal of relief. Just as you are there for us and makes us proud, I pray that we also continue to make you proud of us. Reaching the age of 80 years is indeed a milestone and deserves to be celebrated. Guruji, it is your day. It is time to celebrate you, your love, and your wisdom. May your journey through life continue to be an inspiration to all who know you. On behalf of all your godchildren, I wish you a very happy 80th birthday. It is evident by the number of us present here today how much you are regarded and loved, and we are very happy that we are able to join with you and your loved ones in celebrating with you today. May Bhagwan continue to shower you with many blessings of good health, peacefulness, and lots of love. May you have many more happy, healthy birthdays. We love you. Sitaram.
Thank you very much, Sushila. And now we move on to my youngest brother, Pundit Sondath Maharaj, who will make his contribution.
Sitaram, everyone. Today we gather to celebrate a remarkable milestone, 80 years of an incredible life, a life that has been nothing short of inspiring. And at the center of it all is this man who has given so much to so many. As a husband, as a father, as a grandfather, as a godfather, a Guruji, as a mentor, a brother-in-law, a son-in-law, a friend, so many things. I speak of our dad, Pundit Sondath. Now I must confess, growing up, my siblings and I, my brothers and I, we were what you would call a handful. I believe the choice words were hardened and miserable. And that was us. And we were blissfully unaware of the sacrifices being made for us. Like most children, we assumed that the world revolved around us. Our needs, our wants, our demands, they all seem like the most important thing in the universe. And through it all, there was Dad, patient, steady, and unwavering. It wasn't until I was 45, which is about 10 years to come, right? I was actually speaking to my wife Giselle when I did turn 25, that the full weight of the sacrifice that Daddy made truly dawned upon me. You see, by 45, I was married with 2 children. At the same age, Dad was navigating an entirely different reality. At 45, he lost his wife and was left to raise 4 hardened, miserable children on his own. We, cannot begin to imagine the strength it took, the resilience, and the sheer willpower he had to keep going, never complaining, doing his job, doing his duty as a father. It's humbling to think about, and while we can never fully repay him, repay you for what you have done, Dad, at least we can say from the depths of our heart, thank you. Keshav made a good point, which is we live by your example. We carry on your legacy, and that is how we thank you. One of the things about Dad, our father, was that he was never always alone. He was always shared with others. And to them, he was not just a guru or a pundit. He was also a father, a brother, a friend, a son to some. And they would visit him, not because they had problems, and they still do. They all visit him, not because they have problems to solve, but because they want to meet him, they want to spend time with him. Such is a man that Dad is. And despite this, never once did any of his children feel or felt that his love was divided. In fact, we know without a shadow of a doubt, he loves us deeply. But let's be honest, as much as he loves his boys, and while, he has never explicitly said it, it's clear that he has a slight bias towards his grandchildren and his daughters-in-law. When we all got married, he said, I got 4 daughters. So I'm assuming he now has 4 sons-in-laws. But we let that slide because I guess at the age of 80, he's earned the right to have some favorites. Dad has lived a life filled with both joy and hardship. And yet, 80 years gone, he wears both like an armor. Much like Prabhu Sri Ram, he has taken everything that life has thrown at him, and he has turned it into a source of strength. His life is a testament of resilience, kindness, and unwavering devotion. And he continues to set the example every day, every minute, every hour. So Dad, on behalf of Giselle, Avichal, Abha, and myself, we say to you, happy birthday. We celebrate you today. And we look forward to doing this again at 85, 90, 95, beyond. And may your years continue to be filled with love, laughter, and the same unwavering spirit that has carried you this far. Thank you, Sitaram. Happy birthday, Dad.
Thank you very much, Pandit Chandrarat. Now, my third brother, Pandit Jairat, he will make his contribution.
Sitaram, everyone, to Pundit Sondath, Pundit Umadutt, all of the other Pundits, members of the family, devotees. A lot has been said, and of course, there's so much to say. And I just came up with a few points that I felt is, in my view, I would like to express that, and most importantly, to let you all know that, we are celebrating 80 years. And 80 years is a lifetime of achievement in the sense that to live this long is good. But if you're living long with no value, then that's something else. So it's not just 80 years of life, but it's 80 years of a life of value. So that, we have known that all of us, our entire lives, we have seen, as Pandit Chandrarat said, the highs and the lows. And when we look at that now, at least for me, I see someone who is contented. And I ask myself, what brings about contentment? So that we can be contented, but there has to be something that we are contented about. And when I think about it, Dad has a certain level of contentment. Number one, because of the achievements in his life. I don't know how many people remember that he was a salesman, and a very successful one also. He used to carry us when he go in and do sales in his man's on the side, carry us to the beach, a beer and all of that, right? So a very successful businessman, so he had a career that he developed, coming from very humble beginnings. Secondly, that he has no regrets. So if someone has regrets, then you're not going to be contented. So I know that based on the choices that I have made in life, that he has no regrets. And of course, he's satisfied with where he is in life. And that is why when you look at Dad at this age, at 80, you can see he's someone who's very contented with where he is. As I said, he made a career. He fulfilled his commitment as a Brahmin, doing his part for the Hindu community. He raised 4 sons, and again, this was done against many challenges, as you have heard from some of my brothers. And he set examples by his lifestyle. And of course, that the best precept is a good example. So I always say that, the lifestyle that we live, all of us, Pundit Umadutt, we can all tell you that up till this day, Dad has never said to us that you have a responsibility, you have a duty, you have to be pundits, nothing like that. Others may have said it to us, but Dad never said it to us. We do what we do simply because we see the example and we follow that. It was a good example, and of course, we follow what we see. Now, I just wanted to share one memory with all of you, and it is not the most pleasant of memories, but it is something that have always stood out in my mind. I may not have even said this to Vitra, who is my Dharma Patni for quite a number of years. But I think that this is something that, I can share today. That, when Mom passed away, and that has been a very critical moment in our lives. We were all young. I believe I was 13, Panditran may have been 12, that the age range between all of us only about 2 years. So that you're looking at a set of teenagers when Mom passed away. And many would have supported. I have my uncles here, I'm seeing Savia and all of them. They used to ship us off by them to stay by Mosi and all of them. If it wasn't for that, he probably wouldn't be sitting here right now, right? Because we weren't the easiest of children to deal with. So everyone had a part to play. But, what I remember the most is that when nighttime comes, that, when you are in those situations and reflect on the darkness and the gloominess and the situation at hand, the realities of what you are facing was really just the 5 of us in a house. And in the night in particular, that was a very disturbing time, very dark time. And just the 5 of us, 4 boys and Dad. And Dad would have been the one that would have been the most comfort at that time, or at that time in our lives. Dad would get up in the morning, he would make breakfast, he would make lunch, sometimes he make curry aloo and curry peas. It is in the same way, you don't know what it is. But he did all of those things because what? He cared. He made that commitment. He said to us on no uncertain terms. I remember one day he called us in a room and he said that he doesn't want anyone else living in this house besides him taking care of us. He made that commitment. And at that time for me, I know in my life it was the hardest time. It was the darkest time. It was the time of the most uncertainty. It was the gloomiest part of my life. And I know Dad was the one who was there to ensure that all of us, we got through that. He did his part for his children. He did his part for his godchildren. And now, well, his grandchildren, his life, and as Panditran said, I think he's entitled to that. So Dad, we are not very expressive. None of us. It's easier to do this in front of all of these people. But I know one-on-one is not something we say or could say. But that we all love you very, very much. And we are grateful for everything that you have done, whether we say it or not. But we hope that the life that we live, the things that we do, can continue to make you proud. And of course, that your name lives on through all of us, your grandchildren, and your future generations. So thank you very much. And Sitaram to everyone.
Thank you very much, Pandit Jairat. And we have one presentation again, but not physically. For this presentation is for my brother, Pandit Rabirat, who is residing in Orlando, Florida. And we request of him that he records something, whatever he wants, on behalf of his family, Pandit Rabirat, my sister-in-law Priya, my nephews Tulsidas, Vasudev, Jagdishwar, Shaila. All of them, they are living there. Unfortunately, they are not able to be here. But Pandit Rabirat, what he did a recording in his own voice expressing, his sentiments as such to Dad on this special occasion. So I now ask Tech to play this recording.
Satyanarayan Swami Ki Jai. Sitaram Dad, members of the family, and everyone present to celebrate Dad's 80th birthday. Happy birthday, Dad, from the Maharaj family of Florida. And happy birthday also from members of our organization, Dharma Inc. Today is no small achievement. In fact, it's a remarkable achievement that no one should take for granted. No amount of time will suffice to recount what you've been able to accomplish in your 80 years of life. From your childhood in Lopino to life in the 50s, marriage, your family achievements, your musical achievements, and your invaluable contribution to Dharma. For us in Florida, your lasting gift is always being a present father, father-in-law, and Aja. Being physically with us yearly since 2002 up until 2019 is something we cannot help but appreciate as we celebrate you and your extended family around you. So thank you for this. We hope tonight and the time that follows today continue to be filled with happiness, good health, bhajans, and enjoyable company from your children, your grandchildren, your shishya, and your devotees. Anything beyond this will be a bonus. But really, what more do you need? It's been enough for the past 50 years. Happy birthday, Dad, from all of us. And thank you and blessings to everyone. Sitaram.
I would say special thanks to Pandit Rabbidat. I know he is looking on at our program. So to you, Rabbidat, we really miss you. I know Dad miss you very much. But as I mentioned, according to Pandit Prakash, Hari Ichha, what has to be will be. But what is important that you sent your contribution, and we thank you for that. So what we'll do at this point in time is we'll pass over the demand of the moment. Dad, after listening, I don't know how his ears feel now, right? But after listening to all of us, all the contributions, I think it's only right that at this point in time, that we hear from the man himself, who, as I mentioned earlier, stalwart in society, one who is our motivation, the one that motivates us to live life, to move forward, to do the correct things, or try, I will say, to do the correct things. His advice is always important. So at this point in time, I pass over to my Pitaji, Pundit Sondath Maharaj, for his contribution.
Om Mukhaṁ Karoti Vācālaṁ Pangulaṁ Etegrim Yatkripātam Aham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Sri Krishna Bhagavan Ki Jai. Now devotees, as you would know, everybody speak out 80. 80, not 18. Although in my mind sometimes I feel like 18. Because I think I still have the energy through the grace of God to act like 18. So devotees, all this is possible through your love, your consideration, your respect, and the love you have for me. I really appreciate all this, and the only reason we have this big gathering here and all this beautiful setting is because of the love and the consideration you have for me. So all I can really say is thanks. But I'll tell you one thing, devotees. I don't want to talk about me. Right? Everybody don't talk about me, I have to stay quiet. Now, devotees, my life was always a struggle. From the inception of my life, from the dawn of my life, it was always a struggle. And it continued. And you know, you struggle devotees. And during this struggle, sometimes you get a little, if I'm using the word right, reprieve. But it gone back again. And after struggling devotees and reaching a little way in my life, you all know what happened to me. I suffer one of the greatest loss that anybody could suffer in their life. But one of the things I always say, devotees, I never let it put me down. I fight it. I took the bull by the horns, as they say, devotees, and I fought it. And today I am sitting, enjoying, devotees, the results of the fight that I had. So, you know, devotees, if you listen to this modern day kind of talk, you will hear people saying, you see, life is one of the most unpredictable things, the most puzzling thing. Nobody could really say what life is. And as it is said in devotees, life, well, I just say it myself. Life is like a bridge over troubled waters. And devotees, if you don't know how to handle life, life will lay you down. So devotees, we have to understand these things. So who is the controller of your life? And why do we suffer? Why do we suffer? Because we don't understand what we're supposed to do. And my advice to you, I don't want to be long, my advice to you tonight, after reaching 80 years and struggling all the days of my life and still struggling, now you say that things go nice with me are struggling, well, I struggle to understand, to try and understand what a good life is. Because I never had one. And devotees, what I'm going to tell you now is that as I speak about the bridge over the troubled waters, we must understand, if we cannot raise the bridge, what you do? You lower the river. You can't raise the bridge, lower the river. What is this telling you? I live these things, devotees. That if I cannot live to a certain standard, I lower that standard to a manageable one. And this is the only advice I could give you, devotees, after reaching a milestone, as everybody sees, 80 years in life. So once again, I want to say thanks to everybody, every single person. I would say a universal kind of thanks for organizing this here, my children, my devotees, the members of the Bhakti Jyoti Mandali devotees, SWAHA on the whole. I want to say thanks, and I will hope and pray that I can be here, as Pundit Sondath said, 5 years again to say thanks again. Bole Sri Sita Ramachandra ki jai.
Thank you very much, Dad. I think you deserve a round of applause. And as I always mention, whenever I speak about Dad, I always, members of my temple will justify to this, that whenever I speak about Dad, I always say he doesn't speak from a book. He speaks from experience. As he mentioned, he went through everything in life. I can remember, just to make one little example, the sacrifices he made. I remember when my mother, up to today, I was telling an individual, I wouldn't tell you who, but who is in that same situation. And I told him, I said, I understand what you are saying. I understand because my father went through that. I remember when my mother was lying on that bed, as we say, dead bed, not able to control her life, what he would do, he would be there with her constantly. As a matter of fact, I remember clearly, my brothers and I, when I Jairat, probably Robin didn't marry at that point in time, none of us. But what he would do, he would spend the entire night lying on a couch in that room there. And I can remember, very, very faintly, you would hear his voice singing to my mother, Bandhu, Chanana Kamal. That was the song he sang for her every night. And she didn't want anybody else to touch her except him. accept him. And what he will have to do, he will be in such pain. I can remember at night he will get up, whatever time it may be, sacrifice he made, crush up ice and be passing it on her lip because of the pain she was undergoing. And what he will do, he will wake all of us, one at a time, to come and stay in that room while he go outside, pick his flowers, light his diya. All of that is what he's mentioning here. He didn't let his duty fall apart. He didn't let his duty fall apart. He will wake us up. But those days, as I mentioned, we're ignorant, we're stupid, we vexed because we had to wake up and go and stay in the room there. But we would go and lie down on that couch. And he would leave there, go downstairs, light the diya, pick the flowers, offer a jal, come back up, right? Make all arrangements, whatever necessary, to send us to school, etc. And for the rest of the day, as a matter of fact, he gave up his job of sales, whatever, to stay with my mother. Spend that entire rest of her life with her. So these are the things as Pundit Sondath mentioned that we remember about that. And when I mentioned that, I compared him to Sharang Muni, the sacrifice Sharang Muni he made. All the yagya, yoga, japa, tapa, everything. All that he did in his life. But I could say for a fact now, as he mentioned, Bhakti Vadalina. Bhakti Vadalina. This is what he wanted at this point in time. So this is why you mentioned, as he said also, what is his greatest happiness is to have all his near and dear ones around. And I know for a fact, as Pundit mentioned, we're not very social and we don't like to interact, etc. But I know deep down in his heart, he's very, very happy that all his brother-in-laws are here. Right, his extended family, etc. All of them are here. His daughter-in-laws, they are here. Well, obviously, Priya, she is unable to be here, Umadutt, but I know that for a fact, that within his own heart, he is very, very happy. Very, very happy to see all his near and dear ones. And as I mentioned, as we proceed to quickly to conclude, all we can do is really pray that our Lord and Master continue to bless him and guide him, show his grace upon him as he continues life journey, as nobody knows when. Whenever that time is, Lord alone knows. Nobody can make that call. But all we can do is offer prayer. Offer prayer that our Lord and Master show his blessing upon him, protect him, guide him as he continues life journey. So what we do at this point in time is make preparation for the final Havan. And while that is done, devotees, I pratna that he also loves very much. We all use this as a seek the protective shelter of our Lord upon him as he continues life journey. Everyone, you know the pratna, we can join. Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare Dukhiyo ke dukh dur kare Jai Jai Sri Krishna Hare Bolo O Jai Krishna Hare Sri Krishna Hare Dukhiyo ke dukh dur kare Jai Jai Sri Krishna Hare ओ जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो आशा का दूर किनारा हो और कोई न केवन वाला हो और कोई न केवन वाला हो फिर तू ही बेड़ा पार करे जय जय श्री कृष्ण एवरीबॉडी बोलो ओ जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों के दुख दूर करे जय जय श्री कृष्ण हरे तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे विश्व को भी अमृत कर दे तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे विश्व को भी अमृत कर दे पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा पूर्ण कर दे सबकी आशा जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे जय जय श्री कृष्ण हरे बोलो जय कृष्ण हरे श्री कृष्ण हरे दुखियों दर्शन को मैं तरस रहा, तेरा नाम की माला जपत रहा।
तेरे दर्शन को मैं तरस रहा, तेरा नाम की माला जपत रहा।
तेरे दर्शन को, तेरे दर्शन को, तेरे दर्शन को मैं तरस रहा, मैं तरस रहा, मैं तरस रहा। तेरे दर्शन को मैं तरस रहा, तेरा नाम की माला जपत रहा। भव सागर से मोरी नैया, भव सागर से मोरी नैया, क्षण में जाए किनार हो, क्षण में जाए किनार हो। जय जय श्री कृष्ण। Everybody chant, join, sing.
जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, दुखियों के दुख दूर करे। जय जय श्री कृष्ण हरे,
जय जय श्री कृष्ण हरे, जय जय श्री कृष्ण हरे। Three devotees for a few moments. Let's put our voices together. Everybody, we join. गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो बोलो,
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल 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 बोलो।
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो,
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 राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो।
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी,
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि मुरारी,
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी,
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि मुरारी,
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी,
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि मुरारी,
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारी,
श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि मुरारी।
जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम,
जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम,
श्री राम जय राम जय राम, श्री राम जय जय राम,
श्री राम जय राम
Everybody
जय
chant.
राम।
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरि मुरारी। जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम, श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम, जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम। गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो, गोविंद बोलो हरि
गोपाल बोलो।
ओम कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। श्री कृष्ण शरणम मम। बोले श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की जय। Now devotees, we perform our final Havan as they proceed to conclude for this evening. So we have our young trainee Pundit Keshav Maharaj who will perform our Havan.
Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Gauri Mata Swaha. Om Sri Prithvi Mata Swaha. Om Sri Kalsa Devta Swaha. Om Sri Panchalokpal Devta Swaha. Om Namah Chandikaya Swaha. Om Sri Mahalakshmi Mata Swaha. Om Sri Mahasaraswati Mata Swaha. Om Krim Kali Mata Swaha. Om Sri Gayatri Devi Swaha. Om Hrim Shashi Devi Swaha. Om Hrim Srim Klim Aim Brindavanya Swaha. Om Sri Sarva Devi Swaha. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Narayanaya Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Suryaya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Sita Ramachandraya Bhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Radha Krishna Chandraya Namaha Swaha. Om Sri Hanumantaya Namaha Swaha. ओम श्री इष्ट देवता स्वाहा, ओम श्री ग्राम देवता स्वाहा, ओम श्री अस्थान देवता स्वाहा, ओम श्री वस्तु देवता स्वाहा, ओम श्री कुल देवता स्वाहा, ओम श्री चंचस्करो देवता स्वाहा, ओम श्री सर्व देवता सर्वदेवीभ्यो नमः स्वाहा, ओम श्री अनंत स्वरूपाय ब्रह्मणे नमः स्वाहा, ओम श्री गुरुवे नमः स्वाहा. I'll stand as you take part in Purnahoti. Concentrate on Bhagwan Shankar. Om Namah Shambhavaya cha Mayo Bhavaya cha Namah Shankaraya cha Mayaskaraya cha Shivaya cha Shivtaraya cha Om Namah Shivaya. Om Purnamidah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Sarvam Vai Purnagam Swaha. Achman. Om Sarva Papa Haram Dibyam Gangayam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanam Chahmayadatam Grihatam Purushotama Achmanam Samadpayami. Everybody hands over the flame, bow 5 times. Sri Brahma Agni Devta, Pancha Tattva Shantihi. Bole Sri Agni Devta ki Jai.
So devotees, we proceed to our final Arati. And during the Arati, I know they have some of his godchildren who came prepared to put his mala, do Arati, etc. So while Arati is in progress, we'll facilitate those who came prepared with their malas, etc. to do his Arati. Those others, afterwards, you can come and meet Dar, greet him, etc. and, offer your whatever you want. But those godchildren who brought their malas, who prepare themselves and would like to come and garland him and do his Arati, will facilitate those individuals while Arati is in progress. And after Arati is completed, Dad will remain here for a little while sitting, and anyone else who would like to come and meet him and greet him, etc., we can do that. So we'll proceed with our Arati at this point in time. And if anyone, would like to be seated, if you're not feeling well or tired of standing up, you can do so. But, the whole thing about it is that we focus on Arati. As I mentioned, not a time to socialize or to, anything else except to glorify the divine. So what we'll do, we'll facilitate those godchildren who came prepared with their malas, etc. I know a few of them have, is like that, who have done that, prepare their malas, we facilitate those individuals. And afterwards, when Arati is completed, etc., anyone else who would like to come and meet Dar and, speak to him and do his Arati and greet him, etc., you can do that afterwards. So we join in Arati. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. Bhakt Jano ke संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे. ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे. स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे. भक्त जनों के संकट, भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे. ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
जो ध्यावे पल पावे दुख बिन से मन का.
स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का.
प्रभु दुख बिन से मन का.
प्रभु दुख बिन से अंतरयामी.
प्रभु तुम अंतरयामी.
प्रभु तुम अंतरयामी.
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर. पार ब्रह्म
परमेश्वर के स्वामी. ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे. भक्त जनों के संकट, भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे. ओम जय जगदीश
के सागर तुम पालन करता।
स्वामी तुम पालन करता।
दीन दयालु कृपालु दीन दयालु कृपालु कृपा करो भरता।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
तुम हो एक गोचर सबके प्राणपति।
स्वामी सबके प्राणपति।
प्रभु सबके प्राणपति।
प्रभु सबके प्राणपति।
किस विधि मिलो दया में।
किसी विधि मिलो दया में। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम
जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। दीन बंधु दुख हरता तुम रक्षक मेरे।
स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे।
करुणा हस्त बढ़ाओ
करुणा हस्त बढ़ाओ।
द्वार पर तेरे। ओम जय जगदीश
हरे।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा।
स्वामी पाप हरो देवा।
प्रभु पाप हरो देवा।
प्रभु पाप हरो देवा।
श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ
श्रद्धा भक्ति भराओ।
संतन के सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश everybody। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। 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 That's it. Okay, devotees, so we proceed with our closing prayer at this point in time. So we ask all of you to clasp your hands, close your eyes, bow your heads as we perform special prayer to our Divine Master, seeking the blessings upon Dad as he continues life journey. And as customary in our temple, we seek the blessings of the Lord and Master Krishna Bhagwan upon all departed ones. My mother, all departed souls, wherever they may be, may the blessings, be the blessing of that divine, be with them as they continue their life journey. So in your own way, you focus, concentrate, offer your prayer. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayana Swayam Vyasena Grahitam Purana Munina Madhe Mahabharatam Advaitam Ritavarashinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Amba Tvam Anusandadami Bhagavata Gite Bhavadveshinim. Om Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagarguru Prapana Parijataya Tutra Vitraikapanaya Gyanamudraya Krishnaya Gita Amrita Duhe Namaha Mukam Karodi Vachalam Pangulam Dheki Mirata Kripatam Hambandi Paramanandam Madhavam Om Yang Brahma Varunendra Rudramarutastunuvanti Divyaistavir Vedehi Sanga Parikrama Upanishadir Gayantiyam Samaga Dhyana Vastitargatina Manasa Pashyantiyam Yogino Yasyantang Navidhusura Surugana Devaya Tasmai Namaha Om Gita Sugita Kartavya Kimaneha Shasta Vistarhe Yasvayang Padanabhasya Mukha Padadvini Hizritaha Sri Gita Mata Bhyo Namaha Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We offer prayer for ourselves, only and dear ones. We pray that Lord bless all of us and guide us as we continue life journey. Om Shiva Hare Shiva Rama Sakhe Prabhu Trividhata Panivarana He Vibhu Aja Janeshwar Yadav Pahi Mam Shiva Hare Vijayam Kuru Me Baram Pratidinam Kushalam Jai Mangalam O Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu Mangalam Garudvaja Mangalam Pundarikaksha Mangalai Sunuhari Om Avahanam Najanami Visarjanam Pujang Chaiva Najanami Chamatam Parameshwaram Om Gachakasuru Suresha Swastani Parameshwaram Yata Brahma Deyo Deva Stutagachutasanam Labhastesham Jayastesham Kutastesham Parajaya Yesham Indi Varishtamu Hridayastu Janardanam O Mantrahinam Priyahinam Bhaktihinam Janardanam Yatpujata Maya Deva Paripurnam Tarastume Papaham Papa Karmaham Papa Atma Papa Sambhava Trahimam Pundarikaksha Sarva Pap Haruhari Sarva Rog Haruhari Sarva Dukh Haruhari Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya. Universal prayer, we join. Om Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Cha Saka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Bhyau Shanti Antariksha Gum Shantir Prithvi Shantir Apah Shantir Ushidya Shanti Vanaspatiya Shanti Vishyavira Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarva Gum Shanti Shanti Hireva Shanti Hisama Shanti Ridhi Shubha Shanti He Lauli Pohuri Bole Sri Gajanan Swami Ki Jai Ashakino Devi Mata Ki Jai Umapati Mahadeva Ki Jai Ashakino Devi Mata Ki Jai Pawana Putra Hanuman Ki Jai Satya Narayana Swami Ki Jai Suraj Narayan Swami Ki Jai Satya Sanatan Dharma Ki Jai Sri Swaha Mata Ki Jai. Acha Bejo ye sab koi. Please be seated, everyone. And devotees, at this point in time, I will move a vote of thanks, which is very, very brief. And you know, so to put a function like this together takes a lot of hard work and a lot of communication. So on behalf of my Pitaji, Pundit Sondath Maharaj, he would like to say a special thanks to everyone who made this evening's function a reality. Special thanks to Bhagwan Shankar and Durga Mata for giving Dar another year of life, and we pray that he see many, many more years to come in happiness and in good health. Special thanks to Dar's second family, members of the SWAHA Bhakti Jyoti Mandali. For since the inception of this grouping, you all have been together with him, supporting him, and always there throughout whatever situations may exist. As the group went dormant, you all still stayed with him, and now the group is reactivated. You're also here. So for this, he says special thanks. We want to say special thanks to all of Dar's chelas, his godchildren, those who are present here with us, and those who could not be here. For all of you, whatever you have done for him, he appreciates very much. And as he mentioned, I also had it here. He didn't tell me this, I just wrote it. But because of you, that is who he is today. And he really appreciates each and every one of you. You all are like his own children, as he mentioned. Special thanks to the individuals who came together to put all the necessary arrangements in place for this evening's function. And they are Ani Gokulan family, Sandra Samaran family, Hanuman Ataram Sumir, Errol and Bernadette Ahoy, Renol and Sharda Ali, Mukesh and Kavita Sukdev, Princess Sister Auntie Minty, Devi Mongru, Ramcharan and family, Rajesh Dukran, Antipirmati Kelawan and family, Shama Kistu and family, Rhoda Suku, Jack and Nadia Suku. Also to my brothers, Pundit Chandradat and Giselle, and my nephew and niece, Pundit Jairat and Vitra, Pundit Rabirat, Priya and his family. As I mentioned, they are not here, but they supported in every way, in every aspect. And special thanks again to Jaya, Keshav, Agni, for they are the ones that behind the scenes, they did all the work to put all the physical, things in place, the chairs, etc. So to them I say special blessings. Special thanks to all the pundits that are present here this evening. I want to say a special word of thanks. I like to enumerate them. My uncles, Pundit Prakash Pasad, chairman of the Mandal, Pundit Manidev Pasad, right, director of the ITV, Pundit Gyandev Pasad, right, we have young trainee Pundit Kavish Pasad, we have Pundit Rudraksh, Pundit Arun, my brother-in-law Pundit Rupesh Shukla and family. We have my cousin Pundit Navin, he's also here. And if I left out anyone, it's not a true intention. They just who I'm seeing from here. But to all of you, members of the family, we really, really appreciate all of you being here. The pundits, by you being here, your presence here this evening, adds a divine touch to the whole proceedings. The whole proceedings, because of the Brahmins being present, there's a divine touch. We really appreciate it. To all members of our family on both sides, my mother's side, my father's side, we say special thanks to you. You really meant a lot for you all being here to celebrate this very, very auspicious occasion. Special thanks to Dandev Ramlal, our in-house PA person, Uncle Tek as we know him to be, and Tek does a human service every week by bringing Dad to service on a weekly basis. So to you, we say special thanks. Special thanks to all of yours on my Facebook page, SWAHA Pundit Umadutt Maharaj, and also on ITV, for your continued support. Special thanks to Pundit Maleo and the ITV crew for being here this evening to carry this program across the masses, across our country. And many, many individuals message me and ask, will it be on, I know it's on your Facebook page, but would it be on TV? Would it be on TV? I said, yes, it'll be live on ITV. So special thanks to the crew of ITV. Special thanks to our neighbors for once again, you have shown your understanding and your support. Whenever you have any functions, the neighbors are around. Not all of them are Hindus, but they have that understanding. They know that this is taking place here. The temple is here. So I want to say once again, thanks to all our neighbors for this understanding and this supportive nature of yours. Special thanks to all of you. Dad really appreciate it, and his blessings upon all of you. And we pray that Lord continue to bless you and guide you as you continue life journey. If you have left out anyone, as I mentioned earlier, it's not intentional. My apologies. We like to also wish, some special individuals to us. Uncle Katha, I don't know if he is here, but that is our immediate neighbor. We grew up immediately opposite him, and he would also be there looking over us. Today is his birthday also. We want to wish him happy birthday. And to one of our members' daughter, Sheetal, today is her birthday. We want to wish happy birthday too. Now, devotees, final meals have been prepared for everyone. We'd like and really appreciate if you can stay with us and have dinner. For dinner being provided, right? And it is there to be served. So we ask of you to please remain with us, spend a few minutes with us, some time, and have dinner with us. And all we ask of you at this point in time to give us a few minutes. So members of this Bhakti Jyoti Mandali, yourselves, you can put together the tables and chairs, etc., so that bhojan can be served. You receive your Arati, you receive your Prasad, and we have cake available at the table. You receive that there. All in all, we want to say special thanks to everybody on behalf of that. Dad will be sitting here for a while. Those who would like to come, and as I mentioned earlier, greet him, meet him, etc., you can do so at this point in time.
Bapa